Now Allah says to the Prophet ﷺ now, He says, ask the Jews and Christians about the city near the sea now. This is a totally different incident, totally after Musa alayhi salam's time. Ask them about the Bani Israel city that was near a sea, when on Saturdays they were not allowed to fish on Saturdays. And on Saturdays especially, Allah made lots of fish come on Saturdays especially. And on the other 6 days of the week, there was hardly any fish. And they were banned from fishing on Saturdays. And so what they did was they transgressed and they began to come out with some strategies to catch fish on Saturday, but they were saying, we're not catching it, but we are catching it. There's some strange things that they used to do. So Allah says, because of their disobedience, Allah destroyed them. So here's what happens. There was 3 groups of them now. There was one group who was involved in this, finding loophole in Allah's law, cheating Allah's law, not catching fish on Saturday, but still catching fish. So one group came to them, another group, and they said to them, stop this. This is wrong. You know this is wrong. Stop doing all of this. Right? Some of them used to say when the fish used to come, they should sit by the sea, and when the fish, they should just kick the fish out and say, look, we're not catching it. We're just kicking it. We're just making a little pool and letting them gather in the pool, and then Sunday we catch them. So they were saying, look, Allah tells you don't do this, and you're still doing it. Another group, third group, they said to the second group, they say, why are you advising these people for? Let them, Allah's going to destroy these people. Allah's going to punish these people severely. Let them get destroyed. They were seeing criminals do acts of criminality, and they were telling the other people, don't tell them, let them finish themselves off. So this second group of people said, look, the reason we're telling them is so that we have an excuse on the day of judgment that we've done our job. We saw crime happening in our community bad, and we didn't stay silent. We spoke up, and so that maybe these people will listen and gain taqwa, start practicing. Now, what happened? So when these people were advised and they ignored the advice, we saved the second group, we saved the people who were advisors, and the other group who did wrong, we destroyed them. The third group, what happened to them? Nothing's mentioned. It's as though this group fell into the first group. Yeah, the same crime that came, punishment. Allah says, when they transgressed, we turned them into apes and swines. This was like, they became disfigured to such an extent they look like apes and swine.